So welcome everyone. Welcome friends in Rogers Park and joining us from all over Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. We know that some of you are joining us from outside of Illinois as well. So please feel free to drop in the chat where you're joining from us or joining us from, and we'd love to see that. I'm Jason Kaiser. I'm the Executive Director of Howard Area Community Center, and I'm pleased to have all of you with us tonight. I've been at HACC for 10 years in various roles, and I've seen the immense dedication of our staff and our volunteers and folks like you who joining us tonight, who over the years have continued to make just an incredible impact on the lives of all the people that we're privileged to serve in our community. We can't thank you enough for all that you've done for us in the past and that you're doing for us this year. So thank you again for being here and for all that you do. It's now my pleasure to introduce Torrance Gardner, our program host for the night. Torrance, I've known Torrance for a minute now. Torrance is an active resident and community participant in Rogers Park, and was a member of our board a couple of years ago, and currently is the Chief of Staff for Representative Kelly Cassidy in the Illinois House District 14. And before that, he was Director of Economic and Community Development for the 49th Ward in Alderwoman Maria Hedden's office. So welcome, and I'll turn it over to you, Torrance.
Well, thank you, Jason. I'm joining you tonight as a supporter, but deeper than that, as a community member, as Jason said, and someone who's been a long active member in this community, but also a deep connected member of this organization. And as an avid believer in the power of connection, which has been so clearly manifested during recent challenging and disconnecting times, I am excited to bring you an inspirational evening, highlighting how HAC's connections with members of our community of all ages and backgrounds impact lives. We are so grateful to have you here with us and to celebrate a great year at HAC as we move forward together. Tonight, we will highlight participants and staff from 4 programs who exemplify the life-changing power of HAC, Connections with Community. And before we forget, we will be announcing our 50-50 raffle winner at the end of this event. Half of the proceeds raised will go to our winner and half will go back to Howard Area Community Center. So stay tuned. I hope you'll be inspired tonight to make a gift. Every dollar, and I mean every dollar raised, will be matched by a generous donor and longtime HAC supporter. Special thank you to them for their generosity. Please take note, a secure donation link will be added to the chat throughout the evening. You will see the link added to the chat right now as well. Feel free to visit the HAC website also at howardarea.org, where you can also easily make a secure gift by clicking the blue donation button. Okay, now that we kind of got that out the way, which I hope y'all donate, please do, we begin tonight's event with a video about our Youth Center programming. The Youth Development Services Department provides activities that support young people to improve their academic achievement, tech, and life skills development. We are happy to mention the following segment was fully, and I mean fully, produced by the talented and creative participants from the Youth Clubhouse.
Hello everyone, and thank you for being with us this evening. My name is Robert Conlon, and I'm the Director of Youth Development Services for Howard Area Community Center. I've been with Howard Area for about 15 years, and I'm so proud of the youth department. We serve over 250 young people every year in in-school programs and out-of-school programs. These programs include mentoring and tutoring and summer camp and employment services, health education, scholarships, and technology. Our mission is to be an authentic youth voice and social justice set of programs that uses arts and technology as a vehicle for youth to explore change. We accomplish this by providing on-site programs at our youth center and at local schools, as well as robust virtual programming on our Discord sites. Our Promise Scholarship Program helps remove financial barriers to low-income and first-generation college-bound students. We award 4 to 6 scholarships each year for up to $10,000 per year and up to 4 years. We also provide ongoing academic and social emotional support for students throughout their entire college career. The Howard Area Reading Program, or HARP as it's known, is one of the longest running literacy programs in the nation. For over 40 years, we've been proudly serving 2nd through 4th graders in the Rogers Park and Evanston areas. In our model, volunteers are paired one-on-one with individual students and stay with that child for the duration of the school year. HARP volunteers are successful at mentoring and tutoring young people as they combat illiteracy. In our model, volunteers are paired with one student and work one-on-one with that student throughout the year. I give a special thanks to the amazing HARP team of instructors and coordinators, Barb Kaufman, Beth Liebman, Cheryl Balaban, and of course, the dedicated group of volunteers that help throughout the year working one-on-one with children. The Howard Area Clubhouse Arts and Technology Center provides a creative, safe, and free out-of-school learning environment where young people from our community work with adult mentors to explore their own ideas, develop new skills, and build confidence in themselves through the use of technology. The Clubhouse is at once an artist studio, inventor's design house, film soundstage and backlot, streaming station, and video game development lab. Above all, the Clubhouse is a learning community where at any given time, young people are being inspired to do and to be their best. Special shout-outs to the amazing Clubhouse team, Coordinator Terrence David, instructors Corey Trotter, Athena Mayo, and Angel Casas. And of course, all of the wonderful mentors and volunteers. There simply is no better team. Because of them, our youth participants are doing amazing things. You see, at the Clubhouse, we're teaching much more than how to use technology. We're teaching young people to be technologically fluent. At the Clubhouse, young people don't simply get ideas, they make ideas. And with those ideas, they make awesome projects that have personal meaning to them.
Hi, I'm Terrence David. I am the proud Clubhouse coordinator for the Howard Area Community Center's Youth Department. I can't wait for you to go ahead and see these amazing things that our youth are doing in person and virtually. Our program is known for being the hot hybrid program of Chicago. The Clubhouse Discord is a space for youth from all over the city to be able to engage with one another, create some of the best projects and art stuff that they were doing at home as they were quarantined. You can see what's in our Clubhouse Discord, where we have youth working together on EFTW projects. EFTW projects, meaning Engineer for the Week projects that were designed by Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Our youth are currently working on a money-making chatbot with our Clubhouse alumni, current attendee of DePaul University, who also big focus in providing financial literacy to families. Can't wait for you to go ahead and see these amazing things that our youth are doing in person here at Howard Area Clubhouse.
Hey, the Clubhouse is back and we are moving forward with familiar and updated features.
We are back. We're moving forward together with streaming and content creation.
We're back, building new worlds through the metaverse and VR.
Hello, we're back and we're moving forward with robotics.
We're back, we're moving forward together with new art and design mirrors.
We are back. We are moving forward together, designing cool 3D prints.
We're back and we're moving forward with photography.
Wow, a lot of exciting things sure are happening at the Howard Area Youth Departments. Thank you for sharing time with us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed listening to our stories as much as we enjoy living them. If you're interested in more information or hearing more about our programs and services, feel free to reach out. Thank you and good night.
Wow. I think Robert said it best. I blown away at our youth. I think y'all all should be. I would first say I've actually been there to the clubhouse, and I was blown away just seeing it in person. We have a bright future ahead of us by looking at what our youth are doing, and we should be all very proud of our youth and what they've accomplished. So again, thank you to the Youth Clubhouse for taking the time to create such a magnificent piece of work. We are eager to see your bright futures as you continue in your creative endeavors, and gaining a bird's eye view of the program in action was phenomenal. I'm definitely going to shout out again. Please donate, y'all. Please donate, because you just saw some magnificent work that HAC puts together with our youth. And without that, we don't have as bright of a future as we can have. And as you're seeing, those dollars are going to some real value. So please, please do. Next up, our participants and staff members from the Adult Education Program, sharing how our programs support immigrants and refugees in Rogers Park.
My favorite thing about my job is definitely our students. They're great people. They're, some of them are working 2 jobs and trying to raise kids, but they don't take out whatever, hardships they have on me. You would think some of them would, but that has just not been my experience. So I've gotten to meet a lot of wonderful people working this job. My name is Stan Nevin. I'm the ESL 4 instructor here at HAC. I've always liked language. I actually majored in Japanese in college, which was a crazy thing to do and one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. I feel very lucky to be exposed to the people I'm exposed to.
When I came to Howard at my first time, the ESL 4 was my class. And the first teacher that I met was teacher Stein Nevin, and he teaches the ESL 4.
So our adult education program offers English classes, pre-GED and GED classes. Also, we have a hospitality and leisure bridge program. We offer services for students or even the public who need support with careers. We help build resumes, applications, and give some support to help find jobs.
Our students are very grateful.
I love all the people who work in here. The teacher and all the people, another office they are working, I love there. This place very, very, very important for life me. And they are very important because I learn English here. I go to school just for 2nd grade. For women, my country doesn't go to school.
My goal is trying to get my GED, and after that I will go to law, and I will study the law subject in the university.
All of the students who come here, they just value education so much. Whether we're helping somebody get their first job, a better job, whether we're helping them to be able to read. I hope that Howard Area Community Center stays around for many, many more years because we offer so much to the community and we really make a difference in people's lives. We do.
My experience is very well from Howard Area Community Center, and I met a lot of kind people here, and especially the teachers. They helped me a lot, and I love them.
Truly amazing to see the commitment of staff of HAC over so many years. Influence and take part in the adult education programming. Building community success really is all about having a combination of commitment, support, and empowered individuals. We hope the stories you are seeing are resonating and providing you with a sense of hope and positivity. With enough going on in the world today, it's inspiring to see what can be done when there is support and a feeling of connectivity. Our next video may steer you in a compelling way also. The Workforce Services and Reentry Program support participants by providing mentorship and support for families and individuals impacted by the carceral system, and by helping individuals address barriers to employment. Our program has recently forged a new connection to the Roseland neighborhood on Chicago's far south side, and we continue to be a leader for reentry support services on Chicago's north side. Listen in and watch to hear a firsthand account of the reentry program impact.
Howard area, they ventured out and they allowed a guy who came from that population, from the streets, participating in gang activities and doing a lot of other stuff that are problematic today. And they hired me regardless of that. And we all kind of found out together that because I had those lived experiences coupled with some trained experience and some education, that we were meeting people where they were, and they were willing to listen to us, and they were eager to participate because they had an image to look at to say, I can be that.
When I found out about this program, they immediately started helping me get on my feet. They even helped me, even though I wasn't fresh out of incarceration, and that's what they usually do. They help young men and women fresh out of incarceration in the program I was in here. And that's what they helped me find a job. They helped me find 2 jobs. It's giving me responsibility and, letting me know that I can help out in society.
We have empathy for people coming home from incarceration. We have a strong will to see people succeed. And that's what I like about HAC.
People ask me for things, and if I have it, I'm right there for them, I try to give back in my own special way.
Human lives are changed here. Human lives are assisted, navigated, and pointed in directions to no place other than success.
And this program here helped me get back into the CNA program, Certified Nursing Assistant program. I'm scheduled to take my board exam on June the 16th, and that'll make me full-fledged again as a CNA. That's about the most thing I'm the most proud of, is that I'm a CNA. I was when I first became one, but like I said, I got sidetracked with the evil.
And we're proud when we see individuals come in with no hope and then leave here with a job. We help them get an apartment. We help them to buy a car. We help them to just try to live the way mainstream society is living. But people from all walks of life who worked here in Howard area with me and had that same energy to actually serve this community.
I'm doing a holier position, and that makes me feel really good and gung-ho about going to the job, working with people, helping the elderly out, and I feel like some of those people probably in my young adulthood had something to do with me trying to strive to get right, So it makes me feel good to give back like that too.
People who have made their mind up that they want to do something differently and just don't know what steps to take, and those are the people that we're helping.
When you come here, it's a good idea to look up Charles or Mark or Jerome. Ask for one of those 3 people. They're very dedicated to this job, and I've seen that within the times I've been here. They're very helpful with their stories about life and in general, you know. I had these people here and they were so kind to help me. It just touches my heart, you know.
I actually know Charles personally. Some people don't know, years ago, Charles was called the mayor of Howard Street. And for that reason, it's because he embodies being the change you wish to see in others and always being about being forward together. So shout out to Charles and to this program, because it has done wonders for many people's lives that you just seen. So there is possibility when there are available resources to help rebuild confidence, to embrace people where they are and provide them with tools to grow skills they already have. Such a moving piece from the reentry program. Our final program video is highlighting the domestic violence program. It is important to note our domestic violence intervention and prevention team saw a dramatic, and I mean a dramatic rise in support requests during the pandemic. I know I actually live with a person who works in domestic violence, and I used to see the look on her face and seeing the stories and the number of cases that kept rolling in during definitely the early parts of the pandemic, and how it really affected her and the lives that she was interacting with. So I have a huge shout out to this team who has worked tirelessly to provide services and support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this segment, 2 of our domestic violence case managers talk about our services and their experience in helping survivors. No matter the program, no matter the stories, there is a common thread of moving forward together. Chat with us as you watch. Tell us your thoughts and let us know what parts resonate with you. Without further ado, let's watch.
When it comes to domestic violence in our department, it can be anything from legal advocacy, which means we attend court with clients if they're filing for emergency orders of protection or if they're pressing charges. Anything that has to do with the court process, we help them get pro bono lawyers, help them fill out paperwork. Our clients have been through a lot of trauma and things like that, so we kind of help them heal. And then case management in general, for our clients, that can include anything to they're leaving their abuser and we help them find housing, we help them acquire furniture, food, funds, kind of help them manage their daily life, because it can be a lot dealing with, abuse and kids potentially and everything that else is going on in their life.
A case can last up to a couple months or several years, honestly, because we still have to meet the client where they're at, if they're ready to leave, if it's not safe enough for them to leave, or even after they leave. It's not like we close the case. We still help them with counseling, with rebuilding their life and getting them back on their feet, so they can last up to years sometimes.
It's sometimes difficult for clients to come in, considering everything that they have going on in their lives. So going virtual allowed us to reach a much bigger audience, so that part was nice.
I had to reinvent the wheel a lot during the COVID period, where we've had to figure out how to meet clients where they feel safe, because obviously many of them are still at home with their abusers.
Nowhere to go, so lots more hotline calls. There was like no funding per se. Our food pantry luckily was open, so we were able to help with that. But getting services during that time was really difficult. I went into social work, and in particular domestic violence, because it has affected quite a few people in my life.
I know like a lot of the populations, the resources that exist here, so it just felt natural to me. And especially like being able to speak Spanish and provide services in Spanish, because we all know mental health services in Spanish are hard to come by. So that's what really drove me most of all. We accept clients, we accept individuals regardless of, their immigration status and their language barrier. So it's really amazing being able to help them access those services in spite of the language.
There are days where you just have clients literally back to back to back, and you're hearing story after story of someone hit or kicked or stabbed or sexually abused or emotionally or whatever it is. And when I say back to back, it's like, an hour session, an hour session, an hour session, and then in between that you're going to court. You go home and you get a hotline call and you're trying to make dinner. Even on hard days like that, you get that one client who's just like, thank you so much, like I couldn't do it without you, or I don't know where I would be right now. And then you get to go home and just be grateful that you got to help somebody. And I see my kid and I'm just, it just makes it worth it all.
Another powerful story. Please donate, y'all. I can probably imagine most, if not all, on this call knows someone who's been impacted by domestic violence. I myself was a victim of it as a child. So this is definitely near and dear to my heart personally. And I can imagine I'm not the only one on this call tonight. So again, HACT does amazing work, and these women and gentlemen, people and their staff who do this work every day need the support. So there's no denying the impact and moving display of possibility throughout each story, and every department highlighted today clearly. As you just saw, Howard Area Community Center provides an array of services to those of varying ages and life experiences, offering a chance for a brighter tomorrow. And we sure need that now in these times. It shows how much HACT staff are truly dedicated to this mission. It shows how participants have reached their goals, and it shows that your contributions absolutely make a difference in so many lives.
I just need a minute. I actually purposefully didn't watch the DV one in advance of this. We can't do this without you. We would not be able to create a space for the 86 youth participants in our clubhouse. And let me remind everybody, it's the youth participants made that video. That was there, from content to creation to editing to picking the music. And you can see where they're going with the other 3 videos that were made with a professional team that we worked with. So that 86 youth participants, you support them. 163 adult learners. This year, I think we're closer to 220 adult learners. 94 people involved with the justice system. Since we've expanded to the south side, that's more than doubled this year. And 140 domestic violence survivors in the last year alone. It's certainly increased even more this year. I would venture to say we've added another 25 to 30 survivors to our lists here. So the number of it really illustrates that the numbers of those seeking our services is continuing to grow. We remain committed to connecting every individual to the services they seek, but we can't do it without your support. We need more private, in unrestricted dollars to support emergency services that are not funded by the government. In a lot of cases, those types of services are sometimes most critical, like navigation, just service navigation, helping people fill out a government's benefit application, or get SNAP benefits, or where can I take my kid to find healthcare. It's a valuable thing that our community center needs to return to, and really also supporting our food assistance program that is largely dependent on private support. So I urge you to give if you haven't already donated. And if you have, I thank you. Please consider always making an additional gift if you can. And if you have not donated yet, I'm asking you to do so now. We've been adding the donation link throughout the event in the chat, and we'll be sharing a secure link in the chat right now. Feel free also to visit howardarea.org to make a gift. And remember, your gift tonight will be matched dollar for dollar up to $5,000 by a generous HACC donor. So it's a great time to give, even if you've already donated. Every dollar counts, and everyone can make a difference. So I personally and our organization appreciate you and thank you greatly for your support. So let's change up gears just a little bit. Now is for the fun part. Let's announce the 50/50 raffle winner. We have a nice platform that you'll see here with very small names, but I assure you it'll randomly select somebody live and display that individual. So Torrance, should we get a drum roll going here?
Let's do it.
All right, drum roll.
Join along. All right, who is it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Ron Kramer. Congratulations, Ron. You now won half the proceeds. We will connect with you shortly, but I just want to say thank you to all and everyone that participated in the 50/50 raffle.
All right. Thanks and congratulations, Ron. I also want to give a special thank you to all of our sponsors for this night's event. We'll be listing them here in this slide. We appreciate your continuous support for Howard Area Community Center and all that we do. So time for a little bit of a toast. It's a Friday evening, and maybe some of you are already seated with a beverage of your choice or getting ready for is the basketball game still going? You can tell I'm not a sports fan, but I'm sure we got basketball coming up soon.
I'm sure we do.
So before we sign off, I want to take a moment to salute our HACC staff, the many volunteers who make this our programs work and move forward every day. Our board, who has really hung in there in the past several years that have been tremendously difficult, and all of our supporters like you. So I'd like to raise my glass, which is branded Howard Area Community Center, to all of you. I appreciate that we've been able to spend this time with you. So cheers. So again, this is essentially concluding our program. We wanted to make it short but sweet. I'm seeing a lot of cheers coming up in the chat as well. L'chaim. And thank you for taking some time out of your Friday evening to join us. As we mentioned earlier, we've recorded this, and then we will also be putting these videos on our website, and certainly using them to show the good work that the team and our participants are doing in our program. So with that, I want to also thank Torrance for hosting this evening, and thank you all for joining us.
Thank you all. It's been a pleasure. I want to also thank our supporters, volunteers, and staff. It would not be what Howard Area is to this day without those folks and without you all who've joined tonight and those who have not been able to make it. But always remember, if you haven't taken anything from tonight, forward together. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.